Now, more Texas Business Radio
with Matt Register and Jay Curry.
And we're back. Hello, Texas. Welcome to Texas Business Radio. We're having fun today. This is going to be a great segment. But before we get started, let me remind you, TexasBusinessRadio.com. That's where you go. It's all there. Everything. Pictures, videos of our guests, information about our hosts. It's all there. TexasBusinessRadio.com. Now, we do monitor hashtag TBR if you're into tweeting. TBR is in Texas Business Radio. And we have our famous 24-hour hotline. That's right. You can call in at 3 o'clock. Matt has a red phone right by his bed. He gets the answers or gets the questions from you, and we will get the answers. We'll get the specialist on, and we'll see that you get the question answered. That's 844-814-8144, 24 hours. But everything's at TexasBusinessRadio.com. So with that said, let's get right into this segment because this is going to be very informative and I think very meaningful for many CEOs out there who would like to improve slightly. I have here in the studio Terry Welch, who's president and chief executive officer for Sinclair Group. This is a management consulting group, I would say. Terry, thank you for joining us.
Jay, thank you for having me on the show today.
So let's start with, what the heck is a Sinclair Group? What do you do? Who do you do it to?
Well, first, Jay, let me tell you, this is our 21st year in business. We're celebrating.
Well, congratulations, yeah.
We're a little late in celebrating 20 years, but we decided to celebrate for 21. Sinclair Group has been, as I said, 21 years. We are a management consulting group, but we're focused on improving business performance, in helping organizations that either have a need to make a change, a transformation because of business conditions, or maybe even because of what most companies are going through, the change in experience level across the workforce. We come in, we help the client identify what their gaps are. We help them go through a process to prepare the organization for change. And then with our unique experience level, because most of our consultants and associates have 35 years of experience. That's experience of doing it in the real world, in the industries that we serve. And they go in and they help that organization understand the possibility and what that change really will deliver. And they work with the organizations with their sleeves rolled up, and we help the clients get there faster in a quicker period of time, delivering those bottom line results.
So one of the things I like about your model is you're not all things to all people. You are very focused. Your people, you have what? Life cycle methodologies that you've developed? Or?
We have life cycle methodologies, which we call our intellectual property. It's the best practices put in a way that delivers the best results. And our model, again, like I said, is very unique, is that we go in with the clients and help the clients use these best practices. So kind of like what we've talked before, and I've told many clients, is that we're in this world now of the information age, digitization, the ability to put the new tool in to gather all this information. Well, if you do that and the organization doesn't have the skills and capabilities to use it, typically you don't get the results you want. We go in and we help the organization prepare for that, to go through that change process, to build those capabilities and those experiences and get the work processes put in place to use that analytical information the most efficient way. And for many CEOs, getting information and being able to put it in place very quickly to deliver the business results in a changing environment is very important. And that's how we help most of our clients.
So from my background, I love the idea of best practices. That's what it's all about. Yours may be slightly different than somebody else's, and theirs may be not meaning you, but your client. Mm-hmm. What's required slightly, but you need to have somebody that understands best practices and how to apply it in your business. Of course, I was in automation, and we always needed somebody like you guys to come in. Let's don't automate it the wrong way. Let's have somebody like you come in and line up the best processes for performance maximization, and then we'll bring the software in and match it to what you come up with. Is that kind of like what you're talking about?
You're hitting it right on. If you don't if you don't put the best practices in, if you don't help the organization change the way that they get work done, before you put the automation process in, or the new computer system that is going to get the data and start to make the process changes that are needed. If you don't prepare that ahead of time and you don't change the way work is being done, and that's not just the day-to-day work, it's also how you buy raw materials, how you procure goods, how you end up having your final product go out to the client, how it's supplied to the client. If all that's not integrated together and changed, then most of the time that new tool, that new computer system, the new automation typically doesn't deliver the results. We typically see in the industry that most automation, when it's implemented, probably only gets 60% of the results that they want. What we see when we help clients in changing the processes and working to build that capability, they typically achieve 98%, 99% results.
Key word here, change management. One of the hardest things for a CEO or a business leader or a divisional leader or a change management, getting people to change and change in the right way. What's the trick to that? Because that's what you guys specialize in.
Well, we've learned over time, and because of all of us being in the industry and facing this ourselves and in our leadership roles that we had, the thing we realized is that it's engaging the organization, and it's how you engage. You can't just tell an organization what you want done. You have to be able to bring experience, and you have to be able to bring a methodology that helps people prepare themselves, the capability. And so what we kind of talk about is it's like a project. We go slow at first to go fast at the end. And a lot of people try to make change occur fast, and then they go slow at the end. We take the organization through a very clear methodology of building their capability to accept change, then to lead change through the organization. And when the organization picks up the leadership role, the speed almost doubles. And what we see then is they own the results. They're changing. They're making the changes necessary. They're holding themselves accountable. They know who is responsible and accountable for doing what task and what activities in the organization. When that all comes together, that's what makes the change process occur. Most people skip the accountability and the responsibility.
It sounds like, and this is very interesting, that you bring on experienced people, 35-year people. You're not bringing on 28-year-olds that just graduated from Harvard.
And I like 28-year-olds. Okay?
Yeah, well, we all do, and we got to have them because the 28-year-olds become the 35-year experienced people later. But the cost of some of the big firms for a 28-year-old, you can do it for half the price for somebody with 35 years experience. And so when you come in, you're not just saying, this is what you need to do. You're able to say, let me explain why this is important. Okay? They've got the background and the experience to know.
Yes.
That's very powerful.
It is. And we get a lot of compliments from our clients that after we've been with the client and have led them through this process, the feedback that we get through, either they're wanting to share it with another prospective client or they share it directly back to us, is when your team came in, they very quickly became accepted by the organization. They were not an outsider. They weren't a consultant. They were part of the team helping with the change.
The helping is one of the keys if you're going to have change management.
You got.
So tell me, when should somebody call? We've got CEOs, business leaders out there. What's the right time to call?
If I would tell a CEO, and I've told our current clients, if you have a change that you're needing to make, you're going through a business environment change. Maybe you've had an issue occur, a significant business opportunity or significant process issue that occurred, incident, and you need that change to occur, and you need the organization to rally around that change. That's when I think you need to call us, because that's what we focus on. We focus on helping clients work their way through those kind of issues. We also deal with a lot of, private equity firms that want to acquire a new asset. And they're doing it for a reason, because they believe that they can improve that. And and turn it around to a profitable business. What we believe is that we can help them identify it and get there quicker.
I love it. I do love it. Very important. Change management, management performance assessments. If somebody wants to learn more, where do they go?
If they want to learn more, they need to go to our webpage, www.sinclairgroup.com, or just at any time off that webpage, we have our phone numbers. Give us a call. We would like to have a great discussion with you.
All right, there you got it. Folks, this is Jay Curry. We're going to have to break, pay a few bills. Don't go anywhere. We got a great segment coming. Thank you, Terry, for this story, and congratulations on your 20 years success.
Thank you, Jay.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
There's much more where that came from
at TexasBusinessRadio.com.
RREA Media has an exciting new product available to companies and organizations who are teaching classes and want to offer those classes online. Introducing Easy Distance Learning. Easy Distance Learning is a video-based distance learning system that allows companies and organizations to leverage their existing classroom content into a broader reach and increased revenues. Did you know that the rate of growth of distance learning is 10 times that of classroom education? And 66% of chief academic officers think distance learning is critical to their long-term strategy. Right now, 33% of higher education students are taking at least one online class. Companies and organizations not offering a distance alternative to in-class instruction risk being left behind. Video-based distance learning has three basic components: classroom capture, post-production, and content distribution. Easy Distance Learning is a comprehensive and modular system that covers all three components that can help your organization with what you are missing in offering a quality and convenient online learning experience. You choose the parts you need help with. Easy Distance Learning offers another revenue stream, a broader reach of your existing content, and a professional presentation with a great learner experience. Contact us today for a free estimate and see how Easy Distance Learning can take your company or organization to the next level.